Alright.
Hello, welcome to the Molecular Whiz, where we break down the chemistry in the real world. My name is Noah.
My name is Alexander. And I'm Gabriel.
And today our topic is going to be the Salton Sea, which should be a pretty interesting topic considering that...
Salton Sea!
Shut up! Today we're going to talk about the Salton Sea crisis in the area of Imperial Valley. Should be an interesting topic for today. After all, the lake is an ecological disaster, a former ghost of itself in the 1950s, despite having an annual visitors count of 1.5 million people. I'm not the best expert in this field, so what about you guys?
I am the chemistry expert, and we'll break this down into 4 sections of salinity, pesticides, heavy metals, and air pollution. And now we can cut to our field expert, Gadia.
Wait, where do you go?
It's quite a sight to see, but also really depressing. Did you know this man-made lake was created by the agricultural runoff of farms up the Colorado River? Now that the Colorado River is being diverted to meet American Southwest water demand, the salt concentration has increased past rates that aquatic life could not sustain. Only the tilapia has adapted it. Research is speculating the salt levels will increase past biological limits. It only continues to get saltier by the day.
I'm back. Whoa.
Anyway, so what started the ecological crisis in the Salton Sea in the first place?
So first and foremost, the rise of the salt water concentration is due to lowering water levels and a stability of salt levels. So it's unbalanced because the salt levels stay the same, but water levels decrease, meaning a higher concentration of salt levels in the Salton Sea. So additionally, the pesticide and fertilizer usage from farms contributes to the fish mortality rate.
So how does the pollution affect the fish in the lake?
Well, legacy pesticides like organochlorides and their strong carbon-chlorine bonds, resist breaking down naturally by sunlight and bioaccumulation. When it is in high concentration like the Salton Sea, they dissolve into wildlife and exceed biological thresholds, not only poisoning the fish and birds, but creating adverse health and birth defects.
What makes the organophosphates different?
So the newer pesticides, organophosphates, are the complete opposite of organochlorides, and despite the name, it breaks down quickly due to its phosphorus, oxygen, and phosphorus sulfur bonds, leaving the systems quickly. However, with the constant stream of pesticides, the organophosphate can never leave the lake. The organophosphate binds to the enzyme acetylcholine esterase, which is responsible for turning off nerve signals. This causes the nervous system to rapidly fire throughout the body, leading to spasms and eventually death.
So that's what leads to death?
I mean, yes. Yeah, I would. Yeah.
That makes sense. And what about the fertilizers?
Well, over here, that's over here for now. The little water that remains is very saturated with the synthetic fertilizers, which are already not good for the environment, but it just causes massive algae bloom, which not only consumes all the oxygen in the lake, it leaves no fish alive because there's no oxygen to survive.
Alright. Besides the oxygen deprivation, heavy metals pollute the lake and further poison the lake.
So why are the heavy metals deadly to the nearby wildlife?
So, because of the certain heavy metals, selenium and sulfurs, as well as sulfur, and their similar chemical compositions and reactions, when high amounts of selenium enter an ecosystem, it begins to replace these sulfur processes in animals, and this alters certain proteins, ultimately leading to more adverse health and birth.
So basically, it's a chemical switch up in the body.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly. Not only that, there's no way for the deposited metals to leave the lake, it starts to build up in the lake bed.
I've heard of this. This is where it begins to affect us in the valley, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So when the lake bed dries up, the deposited metals and previously mentioned pesticides are exposed, and this toxic dust that is created is not only dangerous to the animals themselves, but also humans. And so the town surrounding this Salton Sea see nearly a 2 times increase in California's children's asthma rates. So about 24% than the normal average, according to the University of California, Irvine. And along with the dust, the hydrogen sulfide created by the rotting fish from the bay produces a rotten egg smell. And it consistently exceeds California's safety state standards. And at those levels, at even lower concentrations in fact, it can face adverse health effects, including major headaches.
Well, doesn't seem like they call it the Salton Sea crisis for nothing.
They sure don't.
Besides that, is there anything we can do to help the valley area?
There actually is. The state of California has been implementing a strategy on the Salton Sea called the Salton Sea Management Program, or otherwise known as the SSMP. And by constructing artificial wetlands over the toxic dust, it can suppress this exposed dirt and create new environments for not only animals, but also us as a park. This project aims to construct a large-scale aquatic habitat designed to create ponds, nesting islands, and also burns to survive the water conditions in the lake. This feasibility is supported by similar projects in Arizona, such as the Tres Rios wetland that has already transformed wastewater treatment zones into community spaces. And much like the Salton Sea, the Tres Rios wetlands were a degraded segment of, in this case, the Gila and Salt rivers, and it was restored by biological filtration. So this project revitalized lost habitats, and so can the Salton Sea. However, the SSMP establishes the framework for reclaiming the Salton Sea, but the implementation faces severe limitations. Estimated expenses up to $1 billion have been have generated significant uncertainty among the community and also the constructing people, administrations. But most importantly, this adaptation fails to address the root cause of why the Salton Sea is like this: industrial agriculture. The runoff is, by only mitigating this dust, the SSMP only addresses the symptoms of industrial farming and not why there's runoff and why this runoff is bad to us. So as long as this agricultural crisis continues to pump chemicals and pesticides into our waters, this cycle of contamination and, well, destruction will go elsewhere and also continue in the Salton Sea.
Well, that answers all the questions I had for today. Now that we know all about the Salton Sea, it's about time to call this it for the interview. It's been me, Noah.
Gadiel.
Me, Alexander.
And this has been the Molecular Ways. See you on the flip side.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
We're starting.
Alright.
Get ready! Okay.
Let me in frame!
That's the worst case scenario. Worst scenario?
Yeah.
Wait, we've been recording this entire time.
The lowering of the water levels is due to, not just to, I'm saying, oh my god.
Okay, restart.
Here is our field expert, Gadiel.
You cut this out.
Okay.